Alan he was 28 when he passed away. He was extremely fit and active man. He was a PE teacher in Doon in Limerick. He played Gaelic football for his club in Claremorris and Mayo. Played rugby in Limerick, and just in general would be very kind of fit and active. Would go to the gym a few times a week outside of training. Was a bit of an adrenaline junkie as well. He would have thrived off any sort of high octane activities, skiing, bungee jumping, skydiving, surfing, anything at all really that gave him a bit of a thrill. So real kind of go-getter, live life to the max. On the 11th of November, Alan was working out in the gym in UL, and he suffered brain hemorrhage just completely out of the blue. So we would have gone to, he would have been brought by ambulance then to the regional hospital in Limerick, and after a series of tests it was found that by the next day that there was no more function in Alan's brain. So unfortunately, you know, we had to make a tough decision that you know, that he wasn't going to survive. From that then Alan's organs were transplanted and helped save the lives of 5 more people. I work with cystic fibrosis patients, so I suppose you'd be kind of saying, you know, how was your day at work or whatever, and I remember telling him about patients that had received transplants before, and we just would have had a general discussion about it at that stage, and you know, just saying, you know, what a fantastic thing it was to be able to do, and that there's so many people out there that could benefit from organs if, you know, unfortunately your time is to come. It's phenomenal. I mean, being on that waiting list, it's very difficult. You have to be poorly enough to be on the list in the first place, so you've quite a large burden of treatment time and in your day, and then you're wondering, will this organ ever come? Will you ever get the call? If you get the call, you know, are you the most suitable candidate up in, you know, the hospitals in Dublin on that particular day? And then to see the change in the patient and in their family after the transplant, it's still, you know, a tough surgery to get over, and rehabilitation is, you know, it's a hard time as well, but once they come out the other side, the change in their quality of life is just phenomenal, and you know, these really are, you know, very deserving people as well, and they really grasp hold of life with both hands once they get that opportunity again. When it first happened back in November, I mean, you're just thrust into absolute despair and depression, but I suppose even in the days after the funeral, and you're trying to come to terms with Alan's passing, and just the magnitude of your loss and how sudden it was, you come around to the fact that, God, you know, there's 5 families, 5 people out there whose lives have been completely turned around. You know, they've received the greatest gift that you can receive, and for them, you know, it's phenomenal. And also it kind of gives a bit of solace that, you know, Alan's death wasn't in vain, although it was, you know, heartbreaking for us. There's parts of him that are living on in people throughout the country, and, you know, keeping them alive and keeping them happy, and their families and their loved ones as well. So I suppose, you know, when you're trying to look at things to grasp at, it was something that certainly helped us in our grief. It's great for us to think of, as I've already mentioned, the 5 people that Alan's 6 organs helped to save, but unfortunately there is another roughly 650 people in Ireland awaiting transplants. Last year was a record year. A record number of transplants were carried out, but it still isn't enough to keep the demand covered. So just imagine you're someone whose loved one is on a waiting list, waiting a vital organ, and that, if anything, should encourage anyone to sign up to be an organ donor. Alan's First Extravaganza is a 1-day event that will be held in August in the North Campus in the University of Limerick on Saturday the 2nd of August. Basically it's a sports day and a ball that night. We have 3 aims with the event. It is to promote organ donor awareness, to promote physical activity, and to commemorate Alan. So basically on the day we'll have a sports day centred around a tag rugby tournament where 40 teams will compete, Then we have a host of other various physical activities to try and encourage as many people as possible to participate. The aim is on participation rather than competitiveness, so there'll be exercise classes such as kettlebells, boxercise, obstacle courses. There'll be fun activities such as like your gladiator dueling and bungee runs and trampolines, and stalls and stands set up with various activities and information for all demographics. Then later on that night we're having a ball in South Court Hotel in Raheen, where it'll be emceed by Micheál Murtig, and with some other special guests there, and we'll have speeches from family members, people from the Irish Kidney Association that can speak about organ donation, and maybe those who've experienced having received an organ, and prize giving after the day as well. So it's a whole day and night event in UL. We're kind of using the tagline "Live Life, Give Life" to go with the event, because Alan lived life to the full, and then when unfortunately he passed away, he was able to give life to help save five more people. So we use that hashtag with any promo we're doing with the event, and you can find out more at alanfeely.com.